After 14 seasons and 688 games as manager, it all comes down to this. The series goal from the very beginning was to win the Champions League with South Shields. One team stands in our way today in Bayern Munich. If we win, we end the series with an incredible record. But if we lose, the series goes on. There's a lot at stake today. So let's see how we get on. One more time. Hello, how's it going? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2024 and perhaps the final part of the South Shields non-league to Champions League series that we've been enjoying since this game came out all the way back in October. It's been an incredible journey. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have as well. And I know there's so many people that have got involved in the comments. They've jumped on at various points, but if this is to be the end, then that is absolutely incredible. But I thought we'd just have a little look at our manager sort of history on this screen here. We've been at South Shields now 4,688 days. We've earned £13.25 million. We haven't spent a single day on holiday. Isn't that great? If you look at our fees, we've spent £1.1 billion. We've brought in £850 million of sales. 106 million is our record signing. 81 million there for Nassim Ahusa was the record received. 63 players have been released, but we've played 688 matches, 391, 111 drawn and 187 lost, with a 56% win percentage, 5 promotions, 6 league wins, 6 cups in there as well, and an overall goal difference of 656. Very, very good. And it all started, of course, back in 2023-24 when we were playing Alfreton Town. Don't think we can look at that. Oh, can we look at that match anymore? No, we can't. I wanted to watch Martin Smith's goal, the very first goal of the series. He's not knocking around in this game mode anymore. Motley Henry scored in that first match as well. We managed to win that game. We were 3-0 up very, very quickly. Alfreton did give us a little scare towards the end there, but we did come through that first season as league champions. We then moved on to the National League and played very, very well, it has to be said, in the National League in our first season. Struggled initially, but then went on a very, very good run. Finished 4th in the end in that season, going up in the playoffs, beating Gateshead in the final through a Paul Blackett goal. Remember Paul Blackett? He was one of the sirs back in the day. Very, very good player was Paul Blackett. Jack Kingdon, I think he's at Rangers now. Wow, what a career he's had then. He's gone up to Scotland and now is playing for the team that are they're 9th in there, but they had won the 2 previous Scottish Premiership titles. We then went on to play in League 2, and after a very, very rough start, you can see we lost lots of games in a row. We're thinking about mid-table. We then went on an awesome run in the second half of the season and actually won the title that year. Tom Ince was a great player for us that year. He's a manager now, but he was our player of the year that year. Cameron Hargreaves, remember him in defensive midfield. Charlie Kendall was our backup striker that year. But some really, really top players, and Sir Robert Briggs still playing at the top of his game. Henry Fieldson is a player that followed us through. Jack Whittaker great player. He's at Kidderminster Harriers now. Ethan Wheatley, of course, that was the real start of thinking he could be a guy that takes us all the way to the Premier League, which of course he eventually did, but scored 27 goals in that season. Very, very good performance from him. Then we moved on to League One, and this was our first blip, really. You can see the amount of Reds in there. We started the season very well. We were top of the table, but had an awful run towards the end of the season and actually finished 13th, which is our lowest finish other than in the Premier League. We had some really heartbreaking defeats in there. 4-3 to Stockport County in the CaptainGoodspeed derby, 4-5 to Charlton Athletic in there. But Isaac Hayden, of course, joined us that year, and he was a real legend of our club when he joined in that League One season. Was a very, very solid player. Sorry about me cough there. Nearly died. Mazia Kuya, remember him on that left wing? He was awesome in those first two seasons. 13 goals there in that particular season and 11 assists. He was one of the reasons we stayed up. And of course, we signed Paul Glatzel for our journey there in League One. Wow, what a guy. Adam Lewis in there. I wonder if he's... well, he was playing all the way up to 2035. Wow. Romeo Beckham, we had him in there as well. This is crazy seeing some of these names. And Corey Cunningham, of course, a player that came through our youth system. Hasn't really made it, to be honest. He looked like he was going to be a very, very exciting player at one stage, but has sort of ended up as a League Two, League One level player, and has now just recently been released. Trayvon Mully, now at Dulwich Hamlet, of course, went to Peterborough for £7 million. That was a big money departure for us back then. Had many years at Peterborough United before joining Dulwich Hamlet on a free this year, and hopefully he will find his home there. Just seeing if is there any other players that we know and love here. Not for now. Then, of course, this was our League One winning season. Again, going on an incredible run towards the end of it. Nathan Redmond was a big part of that season. Brodie Hughes returned and, of course, took us into the Premier League. Had 4 seasons with us in the Premier League before joining Al Shabab for 27 million a couple of years ago. But he was an awesome player, and really glad to see that he's going and earning big money over in Saudi Arabia as a very solid player. Owen Dale came in, of course. Very strong player. Cody Dramer in there. Yuzo Otomo, who's now at Manchester United, was on loan with us that season, scoring 10 goals in 35 appearances. Samrak Saki, oh, what a player. He was, of course, a very key part of that team that got us to the Premier League. Didn't really play once we got there, but has had a great few seasons over in Spain, and now plays regularly in La Liga. Ronan Cromie, of course, came through the youth system. He left a couple of years ago, is now a very solid player in the League One system. And you've got to say, we've done very, very well for players, and some real exciting players over the years that have joined us. Then, first season in the Championship, I believe we finished 3rd that season. We got so close to getting Premier League in our first year, but in the end, lost in the playoff semi-final to Luton Town. Looking for some names in there. Mike Naroki, who's still knocking about, still playing. Of course, was a good Premier League player for us, went over to the Bundesliga. Now playing in Poland. Aaron Ramsey is now at Aldershot Town. Wow, he was a real star for us when he joined. Any other names? Simon Adingra. Oh, wow. Went to Schalke, went to Hamburg after that. Yeah, that was a big signing, wasn't it? Finn Williams, now playing in Saudi Arabia, but was a young player, came in from Chelsea, of course, who were our parent club. Junior Chamadeu, there's that name appearing for the first time. After the departure of Cody Dramer, of course, we had to bring in Junior Chamadeu, and he had an awesome second half of the season, and we were just delighted to have him. Matt Targett in there. Wow. Then, of course, our championship winning season had a very poor second half of the year, but really set off to a wonderful start of the year. Jamal Gonzaga in there, Yankuba Minty, of course. Awesome stuff. We won the championship that year. Then into the Premier League, and David Washington, he's still knocking about playing for Blackburn again now after leaving us, and still doing a decent job, but never really hit the heights of what he did in that first year. For us, Ahmed Hassan, of course, our first wonder kid, but we got some really sensational results that season, including 4-1 away to Bournemouth, 3-2 at home to Newcastle, and stayed up in 17th place that year. James Maddison was our big signing in that season. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, of course, as well, a big signing for us that season. Then, of course, we had the second season where it was this run in February that turned our season around. Protogene Bontonali was the man that came in, and you can start to see some of the more familiar names as we push towards our most present time now, and building this incredible squad over the years to make this rise up the league. And you know, we took them over in the Vanarama National League North, and we have seen this rise over and over the years, and even in the Premier League, rising up every single year, finishing second 3 years ago and winning the last 2 Premier League titles. But now it all comes down to this, the Champions League final against Bayern Munich. Quick look at squad performances before we get into it. Our top scorer this season has been Marvin Larray with 35 goals, 26 there for Ollie Salis-Lansbury, 19 for Mora, 15 for Ben Seguir, 11 for Donatel, 11 for Wanyeri, and 10 for Rooney Bargi. Top assists has been Wellerman there on 19, 15 there for Szoboszlai, 14 for Larray, 13 there for Nilsson, 12 for Tonali, 11 for Bargi, and 10 for Donatel. And top average rating has been Marvin Larray on a 7.4, along with Alessandro Donatel, who's also on a 7.4. Absolutely brilliant, but we're taking on Bayern Munich. I'm going to have a bit of a coughing fit, and then I'll show you the team for today. Here we are then, the team for our potential final match of the series. We have got Alan Murphy starting goal, Wellerman, Baselli returned from injury, Thompson and Nilsson in a full-strength defence. Tonali and Donatel hold the midfield with Bargi, Larray and Wanyeri starting behind Ollie Salis-Lansbury up top. The headphones are going to go on because it's a very, very special time. It's a Champions League final. We have to experience it, and taking on 8-time winners Bayern Munich. Can we do it? Can we win the Champions League trophy? Let's try and do it. Let's give everybody some faith. The faith. We gotta have faith. Come on, boys. Nervous. Here we go then. 90 minutes of football, potentially 120, separate us from a Champions League title. Wellerman with the throw early on here. Gets it to Rooney Bargi. Here's Marvin Larray into the middle. I thought that could be a penalty, Jeff, but it's not. Here's Thompson on the ball on the left-hand side. Gets it to Nilsson now. Nilsson loses it, and it is cleared by Hernandez now. Here's Ekarevi. Oh, I don't like this for Bayern Munich. It feels like we could burst onto the scene here. Yeah, Rooney Bargi wins it back. Gets it back to Donatel now. Donatel finds Ethan Wanyeri, who loses it. He's looking like he's struggling to meet the pace of the game. Excellent tackle from Donatel. Oh, this is bumbling around a little bit, isn't it? Oh, my word. But there's the ball over the top. And Murphy comes out. What's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, no. What has Alan Murphy done there? He came out of his area, didn't deal with it. The ball ends up at Lucas's feet, and he scores. And it's 1-0. That was a great ball over the top, but Murphy really, don't know what he was thinking. Gets to Lucas, and yeah, he just couldn't get there. It's 1-0. Unbelievable. Right, demand more. We need to be better than that. Oh, my word. That is not good enough. It really isn't. And we cannot afford those levels of mistakes today against this Bayern Munich side. Here's Larson. Gets it to Hernandez. It's Kopp. It's 2-0. Oh, my word. Bernard Lucas. Who on earth are you? 2-0 now within 16 minutes. And, me talking as if this is the final ever episode. Well, straight away, we've been pretty much put in our place, haven't we? Here's Thompson, gets it to Tonali. Tonali finds Rooney Bargi, Salas Lansbury to Wellerman. We need a goal back here. Wellerman is going to whip it into the middle, and, well, Kieran gets there. The guy that is joining us after this match stops us. And he'll want to leave Bayern Munich on a high. It's a bit of an awkward situation. Particularly a goalkeeper. Who does he support? His current team or his new team? I suppose he wants the Champions League medal for himself. Donadell is looking good. He's looking like the one that could turn this around. So we're going to encourage the boys. Here's Rooney Bargi. I feel like if we get a goal back, that'll help us out massively. And just get those belief levels going again. That we can do this. It was a positive start to the match for us, but we gave away that sloppy goal through Alan Murphy's mistake. Here's Rooney Bargi. Rooney Bargi finds Marvin Larray. Yes! Marvin Larray gets us off the mark, and we needed that. 22 minutes gone. It's 2-1 here. And if we can get a leveller before half-time, then all of a sudden you make us probably favourites for the match again. That's whipped into the middle by Mensah, and, there goes Alan Murphy this time. Holds on to the ball. Baselli not having the best of games. We did trust him. He's been training well to come straight back into the team, but we have got Masudi waiting on the bench, and he's probably going to come on at half-time. Here's Tonali, gets it forward to Larray. Larray finds Salas Lansbury. Yes! Oh, we're back in it, everybody. We're back in it. I don't think it's offside. I hope it's not offside. It's not offside. 2-2. Right. Match back on, everybody. Match back on. It wouldn't be a non-league, the Champions League match without without a bit of drama, would it? Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. We know that. But back to 2-2 now. Match back on. Hopefully we'll not see any more howlers defensively in the second half of this match. Can we take the lead before half-time? That would be absolutely incredible if we could. We have certainly taken the momentum of this match. Here's Thompson, gets it to Tonali. Tonali forward, but Rooney can't get there. Sort of him and Ollie Salas Lansbury were debating who's going to go for it. Neither of them did, and Kieran got there. Right. Kieran gets it to Hernandez now. Hernandez out wide to Mensah. Here's Hernandez. Gets it to Kopp. Oh, good interception. Rooney finds Larray. Larray. Oh, it's Wanyeri. Oh, hits the bar. Wow. Oh, my goodness me. That's ridiculous. It's gone out for a throw. I mean, the spin that was on the ball after cannoning off the crossbar was unbelievable. Right. Don't lose the faith, boys. But I do think we need to take off Baselli. I don't think he's quite fit enough for this match. So we're going to put... we're not going to put Wisson on. We're going to put Masudi on in defence. Tonali's not having the best of games, so I'm going to actually bring on Lewis Skelly. And we'll keep an eye on Wanyeri. Maybe bring on Szoboszlai later on in the match. But 2 changes at half-time to try and turn this game into our favour. They've had 2 shots and both of them have gone in. We've had 11 shots, 5 on target, 2 of which have gone in. But Thomas Keuring is having a good game. Oh dear, Rooney's taken a knock. Danny Patterson is on the bench waiting. Or do we go Ben Seguir? Here's Donadel. Gets it to Wanyeri now. Wanyeri cuts inside. Finds Donadel. Donadel sprays it out wide to Vueleman now. Vueleman has a great chance. Whips it in. But Curing is there. He's looking good. I'm very happy we've signed him. He looks very, very solid in goal. Does not look like he fears coming to grab it. Here's Mensah. Oh, yeah. Nelson gets there, though. Back to Murphy it goes. Murphy finds Thompson now. Thompson forward to Marvin Leray. Over the top it goes. Ollie Salis-Lansbury makes it 3-2. Come on. Ollie Salis-Lansbury. That is brilliant. Marvin Leray with a bit of genius over the top there. That was fantastic, wasn't it? And we're going to just keep it how it is for now in terms of how we're playing ball. Beautiful chipped through ball, and what a finish from outside the area from Ollie Salis-Lansbury, who I think is just going to get better and better. I know he's 28, but I just think the second half of the season he's looked awesome. Right. Bargy is going to come off, and we are going to put on Danny Patterson on that right-hand side. The club captain. Deserves to play. Ethan Wanyeri's looking nervous, so we are going to take him off, and we are going to put on Donovan Robinson, who is apparently composed. I was going to put on Szoboszlai, but he looks nervous as well. So let's put on Donovan Robinson, the guy that's come through our youth system. Can we hang on here to the Champions League title? Here's Murphy. I do feel like there's going to be another twist here. Here's Nilsson. Nilsson on the left-hand side. Gets it to Robinson. Back to Nilsson now. Nilsson finds Lewis Skelly. Here's Masudi. Masudi finds Donadel. Masudi switches the play towards Patterson. Oh, no. Here we go. This could be the twist. A Bayern Munich equaliser out of almost nowhere. Other than in that first 15 minutes of the match, they've not really threatened. Here's Larson. Larson on the ball. He's pushing forward. Shoots himself. Oh, wow, that was on target. Murphy does well to hang on to that. Well played, mate. Right, here's Donadel. This is a chance for us. Donadel finds Salis-Lansbury, who will be fancying his chances of a hat-trick. Salis-Lansbury into the middle. Here's Leray. Leray back in towards Donadel. This could seal the deal. Oh, just wide. Just wide. You would bet your house on Donadel normally scoring that, but it's the occasion, isn't it? You know, Bayern Munich so much more experienced in this sort of situation than us. Here's Donadel. Gets it to Patterson. It's Marvin Leray. It's Marvin Leray. Yes! 37th goal of the season. He breaks the South Shields record held by Ethan Wheatley. How fitting. Ethan Wheatley, 36 goals in a season. That was his absolute record. But Marvin Leray has just broken it right there. Fabulous finish. And I think we've done it, folks. I think that's going to be the goal that does it. A perfect 10 performance from him. Patterson over the top. Here's Salis-Lansbury. Vueleman makes it 5. Yes, we have done it, everybody. We're going to win the Champions League. Oh, my word. What a journey this has been. But it's all coming together now, and Salis-Lansbury into the middle. Vueleman with the header there. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. 5 minutes to go here. Oh, we've done it. We were 2-0 down. I thought that was it, but we've come back, and we have bossed this match. Here's Robinson, Lewis Skelly. Finds Vueleman. Vueleman with the shot. Great save by Curing, who's has had a decent match. He's looked very good, actually. We've just been unbelievable. Since going 2-0 down, we turned it around massively. Here's Patterson, club captain. He's had his fair share of injury troubles this season. But it would be nice to get him on the score sheet, wouldn't it? Nelson into the middle. Great catch from Kieran. We've got 5 seconds to go. And there it is, the full-time whistle. We have done it. We have done it. I don't know why the music has stopped. What a shame. The music has stopped. But there you go. Soren Thompson is carrying the trophy along. He's going to lift it up into the air, and South Shields are Champions League winners. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Wow. That has been a hell of a lot of hard work over the 14 seasons. And I mean, it's quite a quick turnaround, really, from the National League North all the way up to the Premier League and the Champions League. And, well, Marvin Larray, who is arguably the best player in the world right now, has won it for us. You know, incredible assists to Salas Lansbury, brilliant finishing from himself, and we've done it. We've won the Champions League. We've done what we set out to do at the start of this series, and you won a top continental club competition. Another achievement for us there. Wow. Yeah, don't know what to say, folks. I mean, we were 2-0 down after 17 minutes. I honestly thought, that's it. And will we ever get another chance? But we did. We came back and we absolutely hammered them in the end. And 3 trophies this season: the Champions League, the Premier League, and the Community Shield. And I need a little coffee. Right, we're back. Rooney Bargie's injured for the next couple of days. That's not bad. £17.1 million for winning the Champions League final. We qualify for the FIFA Club World Cup. I don't know when that is. 2037. So we might have an epilogue to this series of trying to win that. Medals for Champions League win there. A total of 26 medals have been awarded to South Shields players following their Champions League success. Cal Wisson is in there, of course. I mean, what a player. Luke Lukeman gets a medal. Wow. I guess he's been on the bench a lot, hasn't he? Olivier Ertzen gets there as well. Chamadeu, great to see. James Trafford gets his Champions League medal. I mean, this is ridiculous. True South Shields legend. There you go. And yeah, I mean, have we even moved up the list? No, we haven't. I thought maybe we'd be the ultimate number 1 legend, wouldn't we? But no chance there. Fitness issues. Lorraine, top form, of course. Is that actually in... it's in alphabetical order, I think. Is it? Arca, Briggs, Hannard, Thompson. It might be. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, Lorraine, top form. We received $4 million from the television revenue. We're going to get another $6.2 million from the Champions League. I mean, it's just a money laundering scheme, isn't it? We've paid out $28 million of that to the players. So basically everything that we've just gained has gone back out to the players for winning the trophy. We are the biggest overachievers. There you go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We topped the competition statistics. Marvin Larray got top goal scorer. But we win the Champions League, everybody. We win the Champions League. Nye gets another 5.8 million spent on him. Oh, my word. Yeah, we'll maybe answer that in a bit. But let's have a little look at the Hall of Fame as well. I want to have a little look at where we now lie in that respect. 1476. I mean, we're still quite a way off, aren't we? In that one. In terms of nation, we're still quite a way off in that. Nationality, we're now the 3rd best manager. Although it does have the Champions League on there. 1476. So we should at least go above Brian Clough over the next year or so. But wow, we've got a long, long way to go. to get onto this one, haven't we? Even into the top 20. I mean, once you're in the top 20, it should be fairly easy to get up towards the top 10. But, you know, beating Pep Guardiola on 8,447 points, that is going to be nigh on impossible. But we will try, I suppose. We will try. But that's it. That is it, everybody. That is where our series ends. And you look at that trophy cabinet, we have absolutely filled it to the brim with trophies. 2 Premier Leagues in there. We've got a Carabao Cup, an FA Cup in there, a Super Cup, a Europa League, and the pinnacle, the Champions League. We are the holders of the Champions League, everybody. I mean, can you believe it? Can you believe it? It's unbelievable. It really is. It really is. Club background, what does it say? Does it say anything about the greatest era in this current decade? There you go, in the 30s, the 2030s. Sir Robert Briggs is still our all-time appearance holder. Ethan Wheatley has got the most league goals in a season with 32. Larray got 22 this season. Very good for him. I think he's still got our most overall goals on 143 there, which is pretty damn impressive, isn't it? But yeah, I don't want to do this, but I suppose that is that. And I need to go away now and think, how does this series evolve? Because we've completed it. You know, we've won the Champions League. There's not a lot else to achieve. We've defended the Premier League title. Of course, there's the Club World Cup to try and win at some point, which would be very nice. But there's no guarantees that even we continue this success. So yeah, incredible. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey. It has been an awesome series. My favourite ever Football Manager series, I think, to take a team from bottom to top. It's the first time I've ever done this in Football Manager. We've done it successfully, and in 14 seasons. I feel very, very proud of that. That's a pretty decent achievement, I would say. And thank you to everybody that has joined us along the way. We've had some incredible highs, some very, very low lows at times. But thank you so much. And obviously, it's not the end of Football Manager on the channel. It may well be our final part of the Football Manager 2024 journey. But of course, we will be back with Football Manager 2025. And I believe you'll be able to take your save over to FM24. So we might even look to bring this save back in some capacity in Season 5. I will... let me know down in the comment section if you want me to release this save so that you can take over from this position. As I say, it's been a pleasure. So thank you so much for all of your support. Please, if you can, leave a like on it, leave comments, leave your favourite memory of the series down below in the comments. There's going to be a fair few, and I will catch you soon when I've decided what to do. Obviously, there's a few ideas I've got out there. I'll share some of them now. One of them is to turn this into a journeyman save and try and win as many trophies across Europe as possible. The other idea I have has to do with the Hall of Fame and trying to top that Hall of Fame, and maybe calling it the Hall of Famer or something like that, or living in the Hall of Fame. That would be really, really good, but it puts me off how far Pep Guardiola is ahead. And it would just sort of be little updates here and there. It wouldn't be the sort of monthly live comms that you get, the daily content. It would be a more sporadic series. So let me know if you are interested in that as a bit of a spin-off from this series. But for now, thank you. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the other content to come on the channel over the next few months and years to come. But thanks for watching. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.